All right, let's take a look at a few examples. So I want you to give the domain and range using words, the number line, interval notation, and set notation for the following example. Now we'll work through this together, but I'm going to give you a moment to draw it out. So I have my x and y axes not drawn to scale, free-handed dots as best I could, and then we have a closed dot in -3, 6, and a line connected to the open dot point at 3, -4. Now remember, points are always x, y. So my points are x, y. I'll let you copy that out, and then we will continue on. So just pause the video here, copy it, and we will resume working on the rest. All right, now that you've finished drawing that out, let's take a look at writing out the word definition of this. So I'm trying to think how I want to set this up. Do I want to set it up as a table or how? Yeah, we're going to set it up as a table. So we'll answer all the domains in this part. Damians, not domains. Range. Okay, word type. So the domain is all real numbers. You always have to start with that. The domain is all real numbers between -3 and +3. My x is here to my x here. But there's a disclaimer. It's including -3 because it's a closed dot, but not including 3 because it's an open dot. Okay, that's the domain. The range. The range is all real numbers between, now you want to start at the lower one, which is down here, even though the line's going this way, between -4 and +6. So it's going to be the y values from -4 to +6. But there's an open circle here, not including -4 but including +6. Okay, what would this look like in number line form? Let me draw a couple of number lines. So my number lines are going to have to essentially be something like this. So I have a 0 in the middle. I'm going to go up to +5. I'll put 3 right here. I'm going to go down to -5. And I'll put -3 right there. I'm going to do this in my ballpoint pen. That's blue, so it stands out better. So the domain is all real numbers between -3 and 3, including 3. So that means a solid circle, but not including +3. So an open circle there. And then we draw a line showing where those values are in between here. So not to there, but including there. All right. And how does this compare to the range? -4 and 6. So I'm going to put a 0 there. I'm going to put a 6 all the way up there. I'm going to extend this line freehand. And I'm going to put a -4 down here, pretending there is some semblance of proportioning and whatnot. All right, so it's not including 4. So that is, switch to blue pen so we can see it better. 0, oh, nope, open circle. But including 6, solid circle. Connect it with a number line, with a line, ta-da, ta-da. You can freehand this. Do your best to be able to show me that it's there. If you make it a little thicker, if you make it a different color, if you highlight the area, go for it. I work with pens, but I'm going to surprise you later. All right, awesome. Whew. Now, number line, interval. Interval notation. All right, interval. So that's using the parentheses and brackets, square brackets. All right, taking it from the number line, a closed dot correlates to a square bracket. -3, comma, +3 is the other limit. An open circle is a parenthesis. The range. Well, an open circle is a parenthesis, -4, 2, closed circle, +6, so 6 square bracket. Hey, that's not so bad, is it? Now set notation. The way it should be written. I'm going to continue. Curly bracket. Yeah. X. All values of x. Such that. Now, we don't just pop in an x here. We want to show that the x is between -3 and +3. So I'm just going to say, hey, -3. And I'm going to put a +3 there. And x is somewhere in the middle. We know that x is less than -3, less than +3, but it's greater than or equal to 3. So you can read this one of two ways. You can say that, well, x is between this and this, -3 is less than or equal to x, and x is greater than or less than 3. You can look at it as just reading it from x left to right, whatever, comma, such that x is an element of all real numbers. Close bracket. That one's not so bad. So the value of x is such that x is greater than or equal to -3 and less than 3. Value of y such that y is greater than -4, less than or equal to +6. When y is an element of all real numbers. Not so bad, is it? Right, we're going to do another example. I know there's lots today. It's just taking up space, doing all this, but follow along. It's not so bad. This will be the last sheet before I give you an assignment. Okay, number 2. Let me draw my thing here. Do 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 do. One minus 1 minus 2, 0 here, positive 1, positive 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-ish. Probably shouldn't have ticked that down. Here, oh, okay. Here is the big surprise. I'm using a pencil and a compass just to draw a circle. I didn't quite place it properly. Now this is a relation. A circle is a relation with a center point at 3. This should be tagged right here at 1. This should be tagged right here at 5. That's negative 2. And that is positive 2. Okay, circle with a radius of 2. Now we want to do domains and ranges. That was my big surprise. I used a pencil. I don't like using pencils. Left-handedness makes it bad. Domain. Range, and we want to words. Okay. Man, I've used a lot of ink today. So this is nice. This is the domain, the x values. The line goes right through 1 to 5. There's no endpoints, so it's all real numbers. Between 1 and 5, inclusive. So it includes 1 and 5. Oops. Inclusive. Okay. The range is all real numbers as well. Between the lowest value of y is minus 2 all the way up to positive 2. And this is also inclusive. And you don't need to use your compass to draw it. You could freehand it. I'm just like, hey, I've got my compass. I might as well use it. Blah, blah, blah. So exciting. All right, let's represent this with a number line. Straight edge, gonna lead me to the edge. All right, I'm gonna put a 0 here, I'm gonna put my 1 here, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. It's gonna continue that way in perpetuity. I'm gonna do 0 here, minus 1, minus 2, plus 1, plus 2, in perpetuity. All right, let's get my blue pen. All right, all real numbers between 1 and 5, inclusive. So that tells me I have a solid dot. I have a solid dot at 5 and at 1, and I connect them between 1 and 5. Oh my gosh, my line's gone a little astray, but you can figure that out. I am sorry this lesson's taking so long today. I just wanted to talk through it slowly. You can always listen to it 1.5 speed or a little bit faster. Okay, all real numbers between -2 and 2 inclusive. Solid dot, draw the line. Get under control, Gaffney. Good job. Oh my gosh, I've just spilled my pen on my table, making a mess. Can't take me anywhere. Interval notation. Interval notation. So what's that mean? Well, what are my numbers? Close dot, 1. Square bracket 1, comma, and numbers 5, square bracket. Close dot at -2, so close dot -2, comma, 2, close dot, square brackets all around here. And finally, my set notation. Spelling a little slowly here. I hope you can see this. Hey, why not refocus it? Okay, set notation is the set of numbers for the values of x such that x is greater than or equal to 1, less than or equal to 5, and x is an element of all real numbers. The domain is a set of values of y such that y is greater than or equal to -2 and less than or equal to +2. But y is an element of all real numbers. That's our notes for today. That takes me to where I wanted to be. Just talking about domains and ranges. I know it takes a while. It's important. It took me 7 slices of paper. Excuse me. Have a great day. Look forward to my lesson on functions coming up shortly, and look online for the homework.